perfectly clear. So I'm grateful that you've had me back this year. So here's what we're going to start off with. Let me make sure I've got this running right. I want you to take 60 seconds and at your table talk rapid fire and come up with the answer. What is the secret of success? Go. Do we see all lips moving? Our lips moving? Our brains, are the synapses going? Those neurons clicking? Okay, you've got 10 seconds. I think you've come up with the answer. Let me hear the answer from the room. What is the secret of success? Relationships. Did you hear that? Do we win? Okay, this is not a competitive person. Do we win? You won the book. Okay. No. What else? All right. What else do we hear?
A clear path to a goal that you're passionate about.
Clear path to a goal you're passionate about. Attitude.
Persistence and always learning.
Persistence and always learning. And by the way, that's why you're all here, because I get the feeling the room's very smart and you still showed up to get smarter. Give me a couple more. This side of the room, you're awfully quiet. Goal setting.
Authenticity.
Authenticity. So, all good answers. To frame up today, here's what we're going to talk about. Now, it's consistently, that thing's going to attack me, consistently contacting referral partners, potential clients. Let's talk about a couple of things you already said. Consistently, you all have a handout in front of you. We've been in the business for 11 years, and I will share with you one of the biggest things we see with cyclical sales cycles, pipelines that are empty, cash flow that goes like this. It isn't necessarily selling skills, it's the fact that people fall off their business development. How many of you in this room are like me, where you sell something and you deliver something? And how many of you feel like, oh my gosh, and then when you go into delivery mode, what could possibly fall short? The selling and business development mode. And you deliver this great product, you deliver this great service, and then you get back in your office and you're going, where's my next job? Where's my next project? So I want to emphasize that consistency here. Now, if you notice, do you like the picture of the farm and the tractor? Yeah. See, I grew up in a town. Some of you know this if you've heard me speak before. West Bend, Iowa, it's a community of 900 people. Yes, you dated everybody by the time you were a senior. That is why you left. No, I went to prom with you when I was a junior. I'm so sorry. But here's what I love about Iowa. We're going back there next weekend. Did you know in Iowa, you can still stop in and have a cup of coffee, and nobody gets out their BlackBerry and says, do you have an appointment? Because if there's something I've learned about growing up in Iowa, they get their work done, and they still pay attention to relationships. You know, I talk about this in our book, where there was a gentleman, and I have a neighbor, Norma Slotsby, and her brother became a big time, he was a farmer in Minnesota. They started shipping their cattle to Japan. But you know what was interesting? Every Friday morning, he and his buddies got together to have a cup of coffee and donuts. Because you know what? You can be doing good business, but it's all about what you said. It's the relationship. So make sure, two things, we're going to be consistent and never drop the relationships. I think one of the things we're challenged with, and Barbara, you can probably speak to this, is we've got this new social media, which is important, you know, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. The biggest inconsistency I'm seeing, or perhaps what I can call a mistake, is people aren't blending something old and something new. Do you remember that whole mantra when you got married, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue? Should have trained him better. That's mine. No. I married a 46-year-old bachelor, okay? Yeah, but after 10 years, we've got him trained. So you don't go after the new and forget the old. So even if you contact someone on LinkedIn, or your YouTube video has brought someone in, or your marketing has brought someone in, you still need to pick up the phone. You need to do the face-to-face meetings. So keep that in mind, because that's one place we're seeing people go, this can do the job for me. It can't. So let's take a look at the next one here. Old business rules. How many of you grew up with this? The hardest working and most deserving get paid the most. Good work will speak for itself. If you stay loyal, keep your mouth shut, the boss will take care of you. Okay? Is this true or false? Yeah, the game has changed. Now, the game has changed. Everyone in the room knows why. It's something called the Internet, which for many of us in the room, if you're a small business owner like me, I love it. We look bigger than we are. We have global reach if we'd like. But the game is this. Back in 1993, if you read Thomas Friedman's book, The World is Flat, there was, I think he said, 53 websites. Okay? Now there is, I can't even put a number on it. So here's what it has created, the new rules. Good work must be recognized before it can be, be visible before be recognized, and it must be recognized before it can be rewarded. Circle this on your paper. How many of you in the room are the best at what you do? Okay. I have some good news and bad news for you. It doesn't matter unless your good work is recognized. Let's take a look at this young lady, or I think she's old now. She's my age, okay? Now, is Madonna the best singer in the world? Let me ask that one again. Is Madonna the best singer in the world?
No.
Does she get paid as if she's the best singer in the world? What is Madonna brilliant at? Visibility management. So when you take a look, there are some people that are not the best in the world. You're actually better than them, and you go home at night and go, I can't believe I lost it. I can't even believe I didn't get the opportunity. It's because we're not doing that consistent business development. So what we're going to cover next is, the title of the talk is 5 Competencies of Business Development. I'm going to present 3 of those. The 2 pieces we aren't presenting this morning are expertise, like if you need to get your CPA, CFA, some of those things, and then selling skills. What we will be talking about is sweat equity, PR, and marketing. And by the way, I'm not the PR and marketing expert. I will tell you, I'm a sales expert. However, if you're a small business owner, do you need to know a lot about all of those? And where this talk actually evolved from, I'm a member of the National Speakers Association. And when I first joined, I thought, I'm going to be so good in this business because I speak well. I talk well. Well, did you know you can really talk well? And if nobody knows about you, they don't do a little thing called hire you or pay you, all right? So the National Speakers Association knows this because they get very passionate people in there that have a message. We want to talk, but we have no clue how to sell and market. And so you have some people that are very good in the business that may get out of the business because they haven't mastered the competencies. So let's take a look at a big picture here. Here's our rule. It's not who you know, it's who you contact and connect.